epoxy. So we've got all the essential tools here: epoxy roller, consolidator, or bubble buster, or laminate roller, or whatever you want to call it. Chip brush. As you saw me before, I was cut some peel ply to put over top, save me some sanding. This is not cosmetic. This section will be covered up, permanently sealed up, so no one will ever see it. But I'll know it's there. So could add a little more reinforcement to the stringers and let's see what we can get done. So just going to wet out the parts beforehand, make them a little easier to handle. I've got two different weights here. These small pieces I'm doing right now are 1208 biaxial fabric. It's a tape, it's pre-slit. It comes from the supplier already cut to width. This is about 6-inch tape. Now this is 1708. It's much stiffer. You can see the bias of the plies running through the fabric. This is again 6-inch tape, factory slit, and has the matting on the back. It's nice material to work with, but it's a little hard to wet out. Takes more effort. It also soaks up a lot more epoxy. Well, that little job's done. Don't know why I forgot that originally to cap those stringers off, but I noticed there's a couple other spots where it needs it too, so must have been in a hurry. 6 or 7 years ago, I was in a fucking hurry. So let that sit overnight, yank the peel ply off it, a little sanding, wipe it down. I want to paint those 2 compartments before I seal them up, so once the lids get glued on, they'll never be seen by human eyes again, I hope. So, off to the next big thing. Morning, folks. It's a wonderful, nice and cool Saturday, July 3rd morning. What I'm doing today is these are the deck panels that I've made for the aft section, and I'm going to go through my offcuts of fiberglass and see if I've got enough to cover them all. There's the shop inspectors here to check out the job. Hey, Junior? How you doing? Junior, how you doing? Are you helping? You're not helping, Junior. So we've got 2 barrels of these offcuts, and I've saved them for years. They should be all right. Sometimes there's a little bit of dust on them and stuff, but it's good enough for this job. These are non-cosmetic parts, so so close. I've got lots of them, so I know I'm not going to run out. Once these are all set up, I can glue these panels down, and they're down for good, which is nice. They've all been painted underneath. These electric shears make nice light work out of this job. I do have my trusty fabric scissors. These are great. They're just, as far as I know, they're just Fiskars. You can buy them anywhere. They've got a, I don't know if you can see it here. It's a serrated blade, so it grabs a hold of the slippery glass or a carbon fiber and really cuts it nice. I think they're about $30-some for a pair. I've got several weights to choose from. This is a 1208 090. That's an actual nice glass to work with.
Guess my son's leaving too.
It's a Ford. He won't go far. Throw a patch in on that corner. Again, these aren't cosmetic parts, so it doesn't matter if there's a few splices in it. I won't see it. He'll never see it. I don't have much of this peel ply left. A few yards anyways. And the border with the US is still closed, so I'm sort of cut off from my normal suppliers. So I have to be very careful. I don't waste this stuff. As you can tell, I'm working outside. It's a little overcast. If I start to feel rain, I'm going to have to run for it, which means this won't get done today, which sucks. But I don't have any choice because I have no room in my boat shed to do this kind of work. This is a lot lighter than cutting fiberglass, that's for sure. Sort of what you have to do is pinch it to keep tension on it. Fucking battery died on me right in the middle of doing this. Bart starts howling. Arr! The 1708 soaks up a lot of resin. Pretty sure I'm gonna need to mix more. That's alright. What's nice about this too, if you see a little dry spot, you can move the epoxy around the part. Like this corner. Come along nicely. Good job, Junior. Why don't you get out of there? Get. You have fucking epoxy all over it. Twit. Go. She's smoking. Smoking. Yeah, this is done. Losing her, boys. Losing her. She kicked awful fast. So now I gotta scramble and try and save that part. I think this one's going to be a bit dry. Piece of shit. We'll let that sit. Start working with both hands at the same time here, boys. So it's the next morning, back out here. Could you rip the peel ply off these parts that I did yesterday? Pretty mixed results. I think it was a problem working outside in the sun. See this part here? It's bubbled up on this side. It's not a big issue, but most of the laminates are a little bit dry. And I was scrambling to get the epoxy on before it kicked. So I'm pretty sure it was because I was working outside. Trying to get it close up to this one here. Pop you off the stand. This one's not too bad. A few little dry spots. As I work my way up. This is the one I had to stop and mix a new batch. I was about halfway through, so as I worked my way towards the edge, it got a little bit dry. It's gonna hit this next one. Bart, that's enough. Well, I got a little ahead of myself. Can't glue these down right now, but I can screw them into place. It's because the longitudinal deck supports run right through the next section into the cross beam at frame G, and I've got a lot of work to do in here before I can actually glue them in. If I glue them in, then I have to work over them and around them, which is why I wear the knee pads and the shin pads. But there's nice, when I clean it up, there'll be a nice open space, and I can get that done. So I'm going to leave that here till the next time. Thanks for looking in. Give us a thumbs up. Share us out on all your Facebook pages and stuff. I do post pictures daily on Instagram and Facebook, so I'll put links in where you can find me if you want to see what's going on in real time. But this video, as of today, when it's published, will be up to date. So there you have it. Thanks again. Stand by.